Show&tell, hi guys, I'm Judy and today I'm going to be watching Sousou Frieren episode 26. Let's get into this episode. Okay. Check out my Patreon for full reactions. Subscribe. Let's go. Serie. Yep, that's what you said. And you were right, I guess, in some way. It wasn't Frieren herself who was killed, but it could have been Frieren herself. I guess. We made it to the bottom already, or did we? That was what we saw already, or is this Frieren looking so cool? Ooh. Yeah, we definitely didn't see this. Or maybe we did, and I totally forgot. Like the spell at the beginning, yeah, I do remember that. But this golem thing, not so much. Wait, what did it block? The Zoltrak? Yeah, did we see Fern replica? We haven't. Yeah, show him attitude. That's Lawine, right? Wow, that's showing a lot of vulnerability, I guess. I mean, not so much, because it's just, like, fact. It's cool. Yeah, she's facing herself. Like, I don't know if I should be worried about Fern, about having not met her replica. Where did she go? Yeah, we saw her. Right, denken we haven't seen either. Oh, maybe they're hiding. But I don't know. Yeah, I mean, what's the purpose of you complaining? I guess, you know. Finding yourself. Oh! Why does he? Oh, okay. He is a little shocked. I was like, he doesn't care at all. Sensei. Yes, damn. She's just really good at. Oh, both of them. Oh, wow. Yeah, she's a big threat. Oh my god. Hmm. Can you right to the chase? They were both so. I think. But. Oh. Because it's all about visualization. She can visualize, like, as long as it doesn't look like defensive spells, then she can visualize cutting it. And that's all she needs for the spell. Okay. You thought so? That she will? I mean, with that kind of spell, yeah, it's pretty awesome. Uh-huh. And you were there? Uh-huh. But it was a cloak, so she could visualize it being cut. Oh, they were supposed to attack him. They were supposed to kill him, I guess, but... Oh. They weren't allowed to go. Okay. Okay, it was a fair test, and then Ubel just killed him. That's one hell of a spell, though. Fuck. Yeah, okay. Oh, right. She's exactly what we thought she was, I guess. Where did you get this spell? But you can easily cut it. Oh, yeah. Makes sense. She needs to know exactly how it looks like when you cut this thing. And cutting hair is something that you probably see too. She makes total sense. I mean, you know that magic is about visualization. And so her magic works that way. And so she imagined. But she is not affected by that. Yeah, she bypasses, I guess, the kind of blocks that you might have in reason. She's insane. Like, she's in terms of, like, damn. That's really powerful and scary. Oh boy. Yeah, that was pretty much a threat, if ever I heard one. She like pushes away, you know, anything like rationalization. Ubel is scary. Mm-hmm.
たった今、前世さんの複製体が撃破されたようです。この魔力、仕留めたのはユーベル3級魔法使いですね。魔法使い同士の戦いはじゃんけんのようなものですからね。ただし、手数が無数にあり、極めて複雑で難解なじゃんけんです。
You could be like stronger than one mage, and that mage could be stronger than a mage that is weaker than you, basically. But I don't know how, like.
現時点で確実に足止めしなければならない危険な複製体は2体。そのうちの1体、denkenさんの複製。
Okay, and Fern. I'm worried about Fern. She's going to kill all of you.
もう1体のフェルンさんの複製体に関しては私に任せてください。あの子は特に魔力を消すのが上手ですから。
Exactly.
本当に一人でなんとかなるの？
一人の方が魔力探知に集中できます。あの子、結構強いわよ。それに、高速魔法が通じることは本人の体を使って確かめました。
ユーベル、これってさ、僕の見間違いじゃないよね。
だろうね。だってメガネくん、動けないでしょ。私の複製体が復活している。
What? There. So what did we all? That would. What did we do all this work for? Yeah, I guess we did. Right. Damn it. So Sansa is going to be back too. And who knows where she's going to appear. Who is it? Was that Fern? Who did it? Who? Who was it who was taken by a... I don't know. Will be vulnerable. She's sacrificing herself in some way. So it wasn't enough. What is this? You're saying this so casually. What the hell is happening? What are these incredible spells? Oh my god. That's the opening? Oh, and that's the Zol track, right? Yes. Oh. Okay, it didn't quite. Okay. So she's not yet. Oh, but she's hurt. She can't? No! No, Fern! What? You can't even sense it? Damn. Okay, I love it that it wasn't easy. It wasn't only Fern who, like, by herself. Like, Fern couldn't have done it by herself. Like, maybe it's going to happen. Eventually, the humans will evolve enough that they could kill Frieren. That a mage would be able to kill Frieren. Yeah! A human mage, I mean, but we haven't reached that point right yet. And he's okay with that. I love it. He's like, oh well. Woo! Okay, is there a catch? Okay. Oh yeah, where are they? Yeah. Awesome. Who? Oh, Richter was asking. So they're all fine. Everyone survived from the test. I like that test. Like it definitely put them on their toes, and there were high stakes, but like they didn't die. I think no one died. That was awesome. That was so awesome. I love that it wasn't like, I mean, last episode was framed in a way that made us feel like Fern took her out. with that Zaldruk spell. But it wasn't really that easy or simple. And Frieren, like, the fact that, she could do that, I think in a way made Frieren less maybe strong or durable in our mind to some degree. Because it was presented as like, oh, the ultimate fatal kind of, vulnerability that she has, but it still didn't take her out. Like, it led to her being taken out, but Fern couldn't have done it by herself. Fern definitely needed to be there to, they needed two of them, and strong ones at that, to be able to really pull this off, be able to catch her off guard enough to shoot that Zaldruk at her, a few Zaldruks at that, and that wasn't enough. And it pushed Frieren, like the replica of Frieren, to use this kind of really powerful spell that she was never pushed to use. But it seems like it was kind of, this like next level of a spell that Frieren said like she couldn't even sense it. It was really powerful and really cool looking. I mean, it just kind of pushed her away. It pushed through stone and everything. And then Frieren was able to attack her and finish it off. It was really awesome to see that, to realize that it wasn't, I guess, that simple still, that, okay, maybe a human mage will be able to take Frieren down, but not right now, it seems, or not easily at the very least, and not alone even, because it was kind of ominous in some way, like I said, that Fern, or if you think about someone maybe who's the strongest Fern or something, like it could take Frieren down if they realize this weakness of hers, but instead, now we're made to understand that it won't be, like, it won't happen tomorrow, like it's not, like Frieren is still so cool that nobody can probably, like, even touch her. It was restored, like, Frieren's kind of, I guess, standing in our eyes, and the fact that, just to kind of feel like, secure in the fact that Frieren is incredible, and that she's not exactly, like, she's not unstoppable completely, but it's not an easy feat to take her down. Definitely not. It seems almost like only herself could take her down, like her and Fern together could take her down. So, and that's not like something that usually happens. I guess if the replicas had minds of their own, if they had been working together, I guess Fern and Frieren, they could have taken the real Frieren down, but obviously that wasn't the case. So, a pair like Fern and Frieren could take Frieren down. Let's hope we don't run into anything like that. And of course, Frieren has, like, she's not alone either. Yeah, I get the feeling that it's not going to happen anytime soon. Also, like, Fern, like, the way that Frieren teaches Fern is kind of unique, because we know that most mages don't tend to use, the basic spells and stuff like that. So it doesn't feel like that's going to be really like a problem, like something that Frieren has to worry about for the time being, at least, until maybe it becomes more kind of widespread, the fact that Fern is so strong and she uses basic spells only, pretty much, and it's very effective. And then maybe more mages will start to, adopt that way of, working or something, maybe. And just passing the exam, seeing everyone I just love Wirbel so much. And this kind of relationship that he has with Era and Sharf. And that it ended up the same. I don't know, it was so stupid, it was so trivial. I just love it so much. That he carried them in the same way that he did before. Sharp floating and air on his back. And also the fact that he said, I don't easily trust people and stuff like that, or work with people. But, I don't think he knew Air and Sharf before this exam. And, I guess it wasn't easy, but it feels to me, maybe I'm wrong, but it feels to me like he pretty much trusts them to some degree, even though they seem to be burdens to him more than, I don't know. I'm assuming they help out in the fights themselves, I guess. It's so funny. Yeah, he kind of needs to look after them. I just love them. I don't know. I hope we see more of them, but I don't know. Yeah. And we also got to know more about Ubel, and her skill, like her specialization is so cool. There's something so cold-hearted and, about her ability. As long as I can imagine cutting it, I can cut it with my magic. Even if it's rationally, I know that it's a lot more powerful than just a piece of cloth or than just hair, but it doesn't matter to me. I just focus on the very basic, notion of what this thing is. She connects it with, her experience of cutting that thing, knowing that it can be cut, and that's all she needs. And that's really scary. It was interesting to learn about the proctor and how he died. And it was surprising to everyone. It was so surprising that I think even to Ubel, it seemed to be in some way like, oh, I cut too deep. Like, she didn't even realize it, but it didn't really faze her. She was like, oh, so I was disqualified. Okay. Like, she's really, really disconnected from any sort of moral feeling about the whole thing, especially since it was kind of narrating that part. She was saying how there were rules against against killing, against hurting the other. Like, it wasn't like the test that the dude put on where people could actually die, and he actually kind of wanted that in some way. He was like, oh, if you don't survive, then you don't deserve to be the first class mage, and your problem or something. It was a pretty conscientious kind of exam too, and she was just disqualified. Like, nobody even saw it coming, and she was disqualified, and she didn't even give a shit. Like, yeah, she's definitely, and it's so interesting to kind of put it together with how she has to empathize with people in order to get their power. I wonder where she got that. I don't remember what its name was. The cunning power. She said she specializes in it, but was it something that she kind of just learned? A spell that she just learned, or was it a spell that she took from someone? And did she kill that someone as soon as she took a spell? Anyway, very interesting. A lot of people in the show, I feel like, are, a lot of them are kind of drawn with their eyes half closed, it feels to me. And they have like this kind of attitude. Like, definitely Fern, a lot of the time, Frieren, but more so Ubel and Lan, both of them. Like, they're just like so... It feels like they sound so apathetic. Just like, oh, okay, that's how it is, kind of thing. But I guess Frieren and Fern, at least, they don't remain apathetic when big things kind of happen sometimes. But Landon, and Ubel are just like, especially Ubel too. Like, death doesn't faze her. Like, I'm still not sure if it's her craving killing or just not minding. Like, if she ends up killing, that, oh well. When she came across the monk dude, and he called her, like, a killer and stuff, he let those bandits go, or, like to protect them from her. It sounded like he called her bloodthirsty. I think he said that she loved killing or something. Yeah, I guess there's more to it than... I mean, we haven't seen her kill actively in the present when we followed her, but it feels like she's definitely capable of it. She just chose not to for the time being, and maybe she just doesn't want to get disqualified. I don't know if she will even get disqualified if she kills, but maybe it's like all about that and not really about caring too much about people. So, really cool. I love how we came full circle with Frieren being caught by the same, I don't remember what they called it, that trap, the treasure trap. Like, after we've seen how cool Frieren really is, and then it's just like back to reminding us of who she is too, like the core of who she is. I mean, she might be super powerful, but she's also very, very herself, very this kind of clumsy, curious girl elf. Anyway, this was awesome. I'm glad for all of those who passed, and kind of sad for, well, those who didn't, they can try again. I don't know. They didn't have, like, stories that were just like, oh, I have to pass right now. Like, Denken, for instance, wanted to reunite, like, go back home or something. So it would have been really sad if he didn't, really sad. I mean, it would have been kind of sad if he didn't pass. Fern and Frieren are on the way to, I mean, one of them passing would have been enough, but yeah. And I guess Duncan, if he hadn't passed, I guess he could have gone with someone else who did pass. Like, he just needs a mage to get him to, get home, I guess. But yeah, we didn't get, like, a lot of motives for the other. Well, yeah, Richter wanted to get the spell from Serie. And I guess most people did, or a lot of people did. That was kind of like the ultimate prize or something. So we're probably going to meet her next episode, I guess. And tell her that we don't need her spell. Maybe. Maybe this time it will be different. Unexpectedly, for some reason. I don't know. Anyway, I'm looking forward to it. I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Special thanks to my top Patreons: Red Tier, Andy Plays All Night, Terranor, Michael Gabriel, Shadows Moon, and Marsh, and to the rest of my amazing Patreons who without their support I would never be able to keep on doing this. Thank you so much.